Flooded by hundreds of millions of black market fentanyl pills, the U.S. is in an ongoing crisis. As of August 2021, at least 70,000 deaths over just 1 year were caused by what the CDC calls synthetic opioid overdoses, including thousands of teens and young adults.
2 weeks before my sister passed away, I heard about a friend of mine at my school that passed away from it. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Then it happened to my sister. Then it happened to a guy I dated. Then it happened to my friend's brother. And it just keeps going on.
Sky Capilouto, Sam Didier, Giselle Briones, and Michael Jarvis are all grieving young lives lost to fentanyl pills they didn't intend to take. Sky's 20-year-old sister, Alexandra, passed away just before Christmas in 2019.
So that day was the worst day of my family's life. And for me, I would feel bad bringing my sadness up to my parents because I know they're just as sad as I am. So I never really talked about it, but it's really hard to go through.
Sam's 17-year-old brother, Zach, passed away in December 2020.
He thought he was getting some kind of just prescription painkiller, like an Oxy or a Percocet, but he didn't get that.
Michael and Giselle's dear friend, Zach Lawler, died in November 2020. He would have been away at college, but like so many others, the pandemic kept him at home.
And with this lockdown, I'm sure it strained his mind. And he was trying to find himself, actually.
I'd gotten to know him, too, over the years while reporting on the class of 2020, and saw a caring and thoughtful young boy turn into a bright and deep young man who talked about wanting to make a difference in the world.
For now, I'm just living in the moment and taking my life one step at a time.
I never, in a million years, he was like the last person I thought would die, you know.
The DEA says as many as 1 in 4 pills being sold on the black market as OxyContin, Percocet, or Xanax are counterfeit with a potentially lethal amount of fentanyl, and they look identical to the real thing.
The dealers may not even know which is real or not.
To this generation, says Sky Capilouto, pills have become normalized and incredibly easy to find on social media.
Is it just want Oxy, buy it here?
Basically, it's super casual. They'll post a picture and be like, this is the prices. Hit them up.
It's that easy.
Delivered to our house where you think your kid is most safe.
When they describe fentanyl poisoning, immediately it's categorized as, oh, he died of an overdose. Why is that wrong?
When you hear the word overdose, it kind of brings in a bunch of other things into mind that just aren't the case here. This is not the case of someone taking too much of a drug. This is the case of someone being poisoned. It was just the same as if he was going to drink some water and it had cyanide in it.
Part of the problem, Michael Jarvis says, is a lack of education. The old just say no approach doesn't cut it anymore.
There just needs to be a more effective and honest drug education. I mean, honestly, it should be a class even, considering how prevalent it is.
It's so prevalent. It's completely changed the dangers that our generation has faced. And it's something that's easy to take advantage of because the awareness isn't out there. And as a result, there's so many victims out there who have no idea what they're getting into.
While teens often hide their drug use from parents, experts, including the young people we interviewed, say an open and honest conversation with your kids can make a big difference. They say sit down and show them examples of fentanyl pills and their consequences. Also, learn the language that kids are using on social media with emojis and codes often used for drugs. And also, parents advocate for drug education courses in your kids' schools, similar to sex education. The teens we spoke with all said that while they were aware of the dangers, they didn't know how real the problem was until it happened to their family and friends. Guys?
And it happens in the worst way. All right, Natalie, thank you. Those conversations are so critical.
And it's worth having with your kids.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.